So it's been a while since I've done a video. So life has just gotten really busy. And I know I'm not the only one out there who's feeling like life's just crazy. But I'm going back to school and balancing family. And so it's definitely a balancing act when you're doing that. But I wanted you all to know that I'm still around, still doing art. It's just, the videos do take time to make, and so I don't always have extra time. I really enjoy doing the videos and really enjoy hopefully inspiring people to do art and be creative and love God too at the same time. But it's just hard to get this in. So I did have a little more time on hand and decided, why not do a video? So this is kind of like different than my normal videos. I have never tried doing a video on top of another video. So as I'm talking to you in my car, this other video that I did drawing tulips was a previous video I recorded when I was doing drawing a couple days ago. And I don't do art every day, but when I can, when I have a few minutes, and usually it's at random. And so it's let's record this, I guess. Since I'm doing it, I'll just start recording and maybe just show you what I'm working on. I don't know how often or what these videos are going to kind of look like exactly. They're kind of pieced together videos, but these tulips are a project that I'm doing actually for my ward. I'm hoping to be able to teach the ladies of how to make these, or draw these tulips anyway, and both doing shading and toning with them, as well as contour, just straight contour. So I'm going to be doing 2 drawings of these. This I'm going to do and turn into a shading one, so it will be a video and a process to make, but I'll share it with you, how it turns out. It's going to be more real, like not exactly real time, but you're going to see how it turns out because I'll record it as I go. But like I said, it's at random, so yeah. So it's kind of crazy. Anyway, but I also wanted to just share just a spiritual thought too. I just got done with a temple session and really enjoyed my experience there. It's always so peaceful, and sometimes, I'm almost falling asleep on the couch when I get to the celestial room. So I'm kind of tired, I feel like everything is just exhausting right now for me, but trying to bear it. But one of the things that I love doing is going to the temple with questions, and I've just been feeling very overwhelmed lately, and just with so much to do, and just feeling like, I don't always like to feel overwhelmed or stressed or how to do things or how to figure out life, right? Still figuring out life at 43, Anyway, so, but one of the impressions that I got, I was reading in Isaiah, the first few chapters of Isaiah, kind of getting a feel for what was going on, what the Lord was talking about. And one of the impressions I had from those chapters was there's a long picture and a big picture that the Lord has in mind. And sometimes we see things so minutely right now. We see what we're dealing with right now, and we don't see the long-term goal and potential that we have. And sometimes just learning to trust in the Lord, learning to just rely on His timing for things. Like right now, it's a very busy season of my life. Is it always necessarily going to be this busy? I don't know. Only God really knows. And so, but just trusting in that, trusting in the process, and just another impression I got was just really just to rely on Him, especially when you're feeling drained, overwhelmed. The type of rest sometimes God asks of us isn't necessarily sleep rest, but just rest from the world. Maybe just rest from social media or other things that might be distracting. Maybe rest from the pressure, just take a minute, sit down, lay down, or just go for a walk. Just try to just be willing to rest in the way that the Lord inspires. And sometimes that for me has been opening up my scriptures and just reading. And sometimes that means going and doing something service-wise for either my family or others around me. Sometimes it also means going to the temple and just enjoying that experience. And so rest can mean different things, and sometimes, yes, it is. Go take a nap, Jen. You need it. So there's all different kinds of rest, and I think just following the Lord's direction in that is a good thing. So anyway, those were my thoughts and impressions today. So enjoy the rest of the video.